can you fix the harness for my iguana? There we are.
And did you fix it?
Yes. My name's Stuart Atkinson. I've worked here for 34 years now, which seems like an awful long time. You never know what's going to come through the door. And, I mean, I've worked here so long that I've seen sort of generations of customers come in with, toddlers with their parents who now have children of their own. So it's a bit of an institution.
My name's Richard Bickle. I'm one of the directors of the York Supplies Community Society, which is the community co-op that we set up to save York supplies. So my understanding is it began in 1947. The business went through a couple of changes of ownership. When John and Jean announced that they were retiring and they were putting the business on the market, 3 different people, including myself, had suggested the idea of a community buyout. The response of local people was overwhelming, and the feeling was this business is too important to let go.
So my name's Scott Araya. I'm the shop manager at York Supplies, and I've worked here for about 6 months. Well, since I started, we've been trying to push the social media more. It's kind of the exponential growth of it, whereas you start with I think the first post we ever did, we had 10 likes. And now we're in the hundreds, and it grows every time. You needed a decent broadband connection just to be able to do it, and yeah, it's much better than it was.
So we inherited with the business a long-standing relationship with BT, but the infrastructure was quite elderly. The connectivity and the bandwidth in the building was poor. We've now implemented the new system. We've switched from copper to fibre. The BT engineers came and they installed the new hardware. They explained to us what we had to do, but fundamentally it wasn't complicated, and the new system simply works. It's there in the background.
We'd still want to keep the same kind of ethos to the store. The company is quite archaic, and there was a fear of technology. We needed the internet, we needed the social media, we need to be able to access the suppliers. Historically, we did this by phone, which is okay, but now we've got all that information at our fingertips.
We've got some quite exciting plans to launch a cook shop.
We're talking about building a garden nursery upstairs when we've had some building work done. So when we can grow our own plants, we'd be a lot more productive, a lot more profitable.
It's 2 bigger parts of the local community, and the services that it offers are unique and would be very difficult to replicate if it was lost.
We don't get a customer that we only ever see once. They always come back time after time after time, or ring us up.
That happens a lot. York Supplies, he's just with the customer. Is there anything I can do?